Little Anthony and the Imperials, Cha-Cha Henry from the year 1958. Yes, and we have to say hello to the world because I think we're going to talk to Jesi very, very shortly. Let's say a big hello to the world.
Hello, world!
You're listening to CD Radio. This is the Doo Wop Corner with Carmen.
Hello World, and Hello World particular Huntington Beach in California. That's where Jesi is at the moment. Jesi is a multi-track artist. Jesi is a one-girl band. She tapes her voice, tapes over it, and it sounds like a doo-wop band or a group vocal sound. And it's fantastic. She is fantastic. And I played her before. I prepared one song before we talk to her. Jesi Kinnavan with Rhythm of the Rain.
Dap-da-doo-be-dap. Dap da doo be dap, da doo be dap, da doo dap, da ba doo be dap, da doo dap, da ba doo be dap, da doo dap, da ba doo be da dap doo da, dap da doo be dap, ba da doo dap, ba da doo be dap, ba da doo dap, ba da doo be dap, ba da doo dap, ba da doo da dap doo da. Listen to the rhythm of the falling rain, telling me just what a fool I've been. I wish that it would go and let me cry in vain, and let me be alone again. The only guy I care about has gone away, looking for a brand new start. But little does he know that when he left that day, along with him he took my heart. Ba-doo-doo-da. Rain, please tell me, how does that seem fair? For him to steal my heart away when he don't care. I can't love another when my heart's somewhere far away. Listen to the rhythm of the falling rain, telling me just what a fool I've been. I wish that it would go and let me cry in vain, and let me be alone again, and let me be alone again.
How amazing was that? That was just one girl, and that was Jesi. Fantastic voice. I really love her voice and the composition. And I wonder whether we have Jesi on the phone right now. Are you there, Jesi?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Wonderful. Yes, you're coming through loud and clear. What time you are in Huntington Beach, California?
It's closing in on 11 o'clock, if it's not already. Let's see. Yeah, 11 o'clock.
11 p.m. Yes, yes. It's so lovely to talk to you finally. We know each other for a while, don't we?
Yes. I've been waiting to talk to you. I'm so excited.
Yeah. I think I discovered your YouTube video about 1.5 years ago. Can that be? What's your feeling? It's about that long, isn't it?
Yeah, that's about how long ago I heard from you.
Yes.
I think it had been posted for a little while, and then you found it and contacted me.
Yes, and I found your video clip on YouTube, Rhythm of the Rain, and I was just amazed and asked you whether you allow me to play it on air, and you did. Then we had one...
Totally honored.
Then we had one fine day, and then we had the Boogie Woogie Boogle Boy. All fantastic recordings. I wonder how you got to singing.
Well, I've probably been singing as far as I can remember. My mom, she sang a lot growing up, and she was in choirs and things, so she sang a lot with us in the car because growing up we didn't have, when my parents bought their first car, they didn't have enough money to have a radio put in, so never had a radio in the car, and we used to sing as a family a lot.
Yeah, and you practiced singing there, didn't you?
Yeah. We had a lot of long road trips in Alaska. That's where I grew up, and pretty much to get anywhere in Alaska, you have to drive a long way. So. Yes,
and did your parents have musical education? Were they music teachers or something like that?
No, I guess my mom's mother, my grandmother, taught piano for years. I think she still teaches it a little bit, but that's where she learned all of her musical knowledge. Yeah.
Because you need quite a talent or training to do what you're doing. I find it very, very amazing. I really do.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
I did choir in high school. That's the extent of my musical training.
But that wouldn't have taught you as much as you know now. And you recorded another song, didn't you? That's a new song I discovered recently, and then I sent you an email. And it got me pretty excited.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody, yes. It's a fantastic song, very impressive. And you also visualize it in putting yourself on screen and filming yourself, and it really looks as if there are 5 or 12 girls singing beside each other when you look at it.
Yeah, it's kind of a fun optical illusion. It's all done with a blue screen. I have a day job where my boss is nice enough to let me put a big blue screen up in one of the unused rooms, and that's what I use for the video.
Oh, I see. I wouldn't have an idea how you do it. When someone sees your video, they would assume you are twins, or I don't know how you call it, 5 girls. It's not twins, it's quadruples.
Couplets?
Yes.
I've had questions before as comments on my videos asking whether I was quadruplets or quintuplets or how it all worked. And some people thought I was different people that just happened to look alike.
And that easily comes to mind because you represent different personalities too on screen. There's a girl who can't find the rhythm, and there's a rapper girl, and you play all these different personalities.
I don't know. I guess when I did the first one, I originally started doing these just as a way to try split screen, because I'm a filmmaker as a kind of a hobby, and I wanted to see if I could do this effect that I'd heard about with the split screening. And so I figured, what could I test out with split screening? And I figured, I'll just sing with myself and see if that looks good. And I made a few mistakes, and I got better as I went along with each video. But people started really liking them and requesting songs and things, so I kept making them.
Yes, I find them fantastic. So if our listeners want to have a look at your videos, where would they need to go to in YouTube? How can they find you there?
Sure, they just go to youtube.com/JesiErin, and that's my first and middle name. It's JesiErin.
Ah, yes, and then all your clips would come up and they can listen to each of the songs. So go and have a look. It's really worth it. You won't regret it. Singing is only a hobby for you. Is that right, Jesi?
That's right. I don't do it professionally at all. I've never been paid to sing ever in my life.
You should, honestly. What are you doing professionally?
My day job is I'm a software developer, actually, for a machine vision company. We work with a lot of cameras, so it kind of goes hand in hand with the filmmaking side of things that I do, but my hobbies. But I'm an engineer by discipline. I went to school for electrical engineering.
That's pretty far removed from your hobby, from the singing.
Yeah, although all the guys that I work with, all the other engineers have some sort of musical background as well. There's a crossover between music and engineering, which is math, because there's a lot of math to music, especially when you do multi-part harmonies. There's a certain balance to the chords that you can kind of learn the patterns. And
I see, that does make sense. Mm-hmm. Now, your new song, Bohemian Rhapsody, what made you pick that song?
Well, to me, that one was always kind of the holy grail of acapella, because it's such a bizarre-sounding song. There's so many different key changes. There's so many parts going on at once. There's a lot of different textures to the rhythms and things, and I wanted to really challenge myself and see if I could pull it off.
It's very, very difficult. It's one of the most difficult songs to sing without any instruments, mind you. All your songs are done a cappella. That means there are no instruments used. Here's in Bohemian Rhapsody has ballad in it, a guitar solo part, an opera-like part, and a heavy rock section in there.
That's right.
So that's covering a lot of different types of music, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's kind of fun. I discovered that with the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy video where I used the trumpet.
Yes.
For a trumpet, and maybe I could use that technique in another type of song.
Shall we have a quick listen to the original by Queen, just for younger listeners who might not know the song that well, or just to recall for everyone how the original sounds like? I have about 15 seconds of the song lined up here.
Just killed a man, put a gun